Mike, congratulations, hard-fought victory.
Yeah, we always knew it was going to be hard fought. Every game is a hard fought competition. So no, I was really pleased for the players, the staff, because we've been on the back end of defeat, and it's hard to keep chins up and keep smiling. But we're a good enough group to do that, and the players, under the circumstances, first half was hard, really hard to be 1-0 down, lost 2 strikers, had to put 2 players in there that really haven't trained enough to start the game, but came through it, and that was pleasing.
Yeah, just going back to those 2 injuries, what's the severity of each of them at first glance?
Well, we're not sure. One's a groin and one's a knee, and we need to have those looked at tomorrow morning. We need to get them scanned, as they do every time a player gets injured now, and then we'll see what the outcome is, but certainly one out of the 2 looks a little bit more serious.
When the goals come for Hull, they always seem to come from set pieces. Is it becoming a little bit of a trademark?
Well, these things can be the difference at the level, because all these teams in this division can play football. We can play football when we set our minds to it, but it could sometimes come down to set plays. So we have to be good at that, better than most at that. And at the moment, when our delivery is good, when our determination is good at set plays, we can be a handful for anybody.
Mm-hmm. In the first half, Tadic went in on Ryan Mason, and there was some view that it may be a red card, and he's only got a yellow. What's your view?
Yeah, he got a yellow, and I don't think there was any real intent in it. It was clumsy more than anything. And the referee obviously deemed it to be a yellow. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, and going forward now, the international break comes up, but how much do you have to do over the next 2 weeks to keep the confidence and get ready to go for Sunderland away?
Well, we'll have about 10 or 11 players back in training. They're off tomorrow. We'll give them Tuesday, so they'll come in. The rest of them are away. One of them certainly isn't going anywhere at the moment. And we just carry on. We'll give our time and space now to relax a little bit, just step back from it, and then rebuild it again as from probably a week of Monday.
Despite being at the wrong end of the Premier League table, you are 3 points off 10th. Is that somewhere you would have liked to have been at this point, maybe when thinking about it in August, or would you have liked to have had a few more points on the board?
I think certainly in some games we've deserved 2 or 3 points more. But, you've got to get them. As it stands at the moment, with 10 points after 11 games, the sooner we hit the 10-point mark, it sets you off into a different sort of way of thinking, which is to push on, try and add to that quickly, and then get into the 20-point mark. For our players, it's been hard fought. We've lost players along the way, so we're back to the bare bones again. But with that, we've got plenty of players now who feel as though they can be competitive in this league. And they've taken the knocks, they've taken the plaudits in the early part of the season. But today I thought we were back to that early part of the season. There was a togetherness, there was a camaraderie, there was effort, there was willingness to go that extra little bit, even when things aren't going right for you. And I was really pleased with that, and we need to keep that going.